Let's get cooking, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is me, Bushcrafty Cooks, once more, and we are going to fry up some potatoes. You know what's so great about potatoes? But these potatoes here are potatoes that I canned last year, and I'm going to fry them up. And these are dry canned, so people freak out about that. And I take it these are Rebel. By the way, this is not inside the jar, so don't freak out. It's because I didn't clean the outside of the jar before I put them away. I don't care. The stuff inside is good. We've got an onion over here, if you can see it. Medium-sized onion, already chopped up. You don't need to see me watch and do that. And I've got some frozen peppers from the garden last year or the year before. And we're going to go ahead and fry these up. So hang tight, and we'll get back in a minute. Okay, one of the first things that we're going to do is we are going to add a good amount of bacon grease. The best kind of frying oil you can get. Now, I know there's going to be people freaking out, oh, it's bad for your health and this and that. Well, my bacon grease that I get doesn't have anything other than bacon and salt. It's cured by smoke and whatnot. And we're going to get that going, melting down. We're going to go ahead and add our onions, like so. And we're going to season our onions up before we get started. Yes, this is a noisy pepper mill, but it does the job. It should. It takes so many dang batteries to get that to work. And we're going to mix that up a little bit. Get those onions broke down somewhat. And again, we are going to make sure these onions get broke down a little bit before we add to our potatoes. And off to the side, we already have our brisket. That's like a 2.5 pound brisket that's been cooking for 10 hours. And we're just getting our potatoes ready so we can get dinner going. And like I said, I've got these peppers. I'm pretty sure these are just regular bell peppers. These could be jalapenos, but I doubt it because usually I keep the seeds and stuff with it. So, yep, those are just regular peppers. And I'm going to go ahead and stick these in here. Yes, they're frozen, but guess what? The skillet is not frozen and it's hot. It will defrost those. We might get a little bit extra water in there, but these are just peppers. So once they get down, that water will dissipate. You'll see. And then once we get this broken down and done up a little bit, we'll add the potatoes. So hang tight. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, while this is frying up a little bit, I've got me some butter going over here, which I'm going to open a can of corn and just have buttered corn. It's nothing special. But I'm going to go ahead and open these right now. I've got a fancy little tool thing here. I don't know what it's called, but before you always open these, you make sure your seal is good. Try to pry it up a little bit. Doesn't move. It's good. Then you're going to go ahead and try to open this. And I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it or not. Well, boy, that thing is sealed. Yes. I hope you guys heard how strong that seal is. These are superb lids. You won't find a better lid on the market. Made in the United States with American steel. You can tell it because it has the blue ring, which is like so much thicker than the other jars. If you want to get jars and lids rings and the whole shebang, make sure you head over to down my description. I'll have a link down there so you can get 10% off. And yeah, so we got these open. Again, they look just like normal potatoes. Everybody said, oh, those potatoes turn icky gray and other colors. That's because you left your jars to where the sun gets to it. The sun will turn anything different colors. So I'm going to go ahead and get these potatoes ready and be back. Okay. As you can see, everything looks like it's softening up and the onion's getting translucent. So it's time to add our taters. And just dump them in there. There will be a little bit of moisture from the jars. That's just condensation and the moisture in the potato when it cooks. That's okay. That water will dissipate quite fast. So move these over here. And once these get mixed in here really good, then we will start adding our spices and everything, because these potatoes are cooked. If you want to watch the video, I'll put the video in the description. I have a short for it and everything also. But get this mixed up and start letting it cook down. That water will dissipate here pretty soon, and then they'll start frying and get a nice crisp to them. Now you can drain the water first if you want. I usually keep it in there because it creates a little bit of starch, because there's not much starch to them because they were dry canned. And yes, my stove is clean, so don't cry. Once these start cooking up a little bit, you'll see that they crisp up really good. You can make some nice crispy taters with these. You could do this with, make mashed potatoes out of them or anything, but that's why I like these ones better than, with the water and the way you're supposed to do it, because you can't get a good crispy potato. Because it's set in water for a year to 2 years or however long you keep your taters. So this works good, it really does. Once that water starts to evaporate in there, you'll start getting crisp. And then we're going to add our spices, because there's no spice in here, just a little bit of salt, and whatever flavors you get from the onions. So hang tight, we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back once more, and you can see I already got my pepper in there. That way you guys didn't have to hear the going up and down. So let's get that mixed up in there, and we'll start adding our other stuff. As you can tell, all that moisture it has evaporated already, which is good. That's what we want. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to start adding some garlic powder in there. A teaspoon, and let's go a little bit more. About 1.5 2 teaspoons. Get that mixed up in there. I would rather have, fresh garlic in there. I don't got none at the moment, so powder is where we're going with that. Now what I like to do, I've got some smoked paprika, which I'm going to have to make some more of this. Some almost out. And I want to put some good flavor in there. Gives a good smoky flavor too. Oh, sorry, got the... we've got some Lowry's. Give it a little spice, depending on how much you want in there. I'll probably end up adding more than that in there, but that's good for now. And, oh yeah, you can smell that. Ooh. Now, usually I start this with some fatback or some bacon. I don't got none at the moment, so it's vegetarian style, even though I fried it in bacon grease. So, but pigs eat grass, right? They eat vegetables, so it's vegetarian, right? Yeah, that sounds good. But we're going to let this fry up, and as soon as this gets done, we'll be back, and we'll get it all played up and give it a try. Okay, I forgot one more step. What I like to do, once they start, all that moisture is gone and everything, I like to toss some butter, real butter, this is Amish butter, right on top of there, about yay much. I don't know how much that is. You figure it out. Whatever however you like your taters or flavor of butter. Get that butter worked up in there, and we're ready to eat this stuff. You see we're getting some crispiness going on there. Okay, and I'm making a mess again. So, hang tight. I'm going to get this all plated up, and we'll give it a try. Okay, here you go, guys. This is our finished product. I've got my brisket sitting right there. Got the corn. You see me make that. And we got our taters. Remember, these are already cooked. So all we have to do is just crisp them up and flavor them. And that's what we did with the peppers and onions and the other stuff. Very good taters. Again, there's a difference between canned potatoes with, the water and everything in there. All I did is put a little tab of butter in there, salt, and canned it without water or anything, and these turn out so good. And people say, oh, that they get icky colors and stuff like that, and they got bad flavor. Not if you do it right. If you put your jars in a dark cool place, under 65 degrees, you won't have those issues. These potatoes are so good. I could eat a jar all by myself. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, because I want to eat this before it gets cold. And thanks for hanging out. Remember to check us out Mondays at 8 o'clock and for our live streams, and we'll catch you on the next one. And like always, happy cooking.